afternoon and welcome to Casey Fields for match 23 of the Weber WBBL. It's the Melbourne Stars up against the Sydney Thunder.
And a good crowd in too, which is fantastic. So a spectacular venue. And, well, what can we expect out of the Melbourne Stars today? They are really, they need to win today to stay in the hunt. And now we're right to go. So Adapatu in now, bowling and defending away. And Sophie Reid, as we were expected. Now, Reid this time drives firmly. They'll take it on a direct hit. It'll be out. That is out by 2 yards. Brilliantly fielded by Hannah Darlington. And Sophie Reid has gone. That is pure pressure bowling already from the Thunder. Creates that first wicket. Bates is shorter this time. That's punched away beautifully. Behind point by Capsey. That'll go to the rope. First boundary of the afternoon. Cap resumes. On leg stump, Lanning whacks it away behind square. Third bounce to the rope. Beautifully played by Meg Lanning. They did pick up a couple. Lanning this time drives with a lot more purpose. Timing and placement is superb. 4 runs, second boundary for the over. Capsey to Cap. Drives through the covers. That'll go for 4 as well. This is a terrific over for the Melbourne Stars. After a slower start, they picked 15 off the over.
Darlington, big shout in front. Lanning is sent back. And there's an appeal for a run out, and it's given.
Wow.
And instead, she's found herself pushed back and run out.
Oh dear, that's a big blow for the Stars.
And bowled, Hannah Darlington. Oh, she's had plenty of dot balls and she's been targeting those stumps and she gets one through Capsey. Back of a length as well, and it's given. So Hannah Darlington, dot ball pressure, and now she's on a hat trick. Charging is Sutherland and goes over the top and brings about a much needed boundary.
Well, here it is, hat-trick ball, and it's pitched up and it's driven very nicely away by Annabelle Sutherland just for the 1 run. So for the second time in 2 games, Darlington misses out on the hat-trick. Sutherland this time goes up-ish, goes aerial, hits it well, first bounce over the rope for a much-needed boundary. So far in the innings as Bates continues and Sutherland drives that superbly through the covers all the way along the carpet for 4.
Further on the leg side.
Gets a full toss. Well, gets it past mid-off, down to the boundary for 4.
Cap full. And Annabelle Sutherland, she gets that away. A much-needed boundary for the Melbourne Stars. Amy Jo Johnson to do the damage with the ball. Dunkley goes deep on the leg side. And she finds the boundary finally. Dunkley with the shuffle, she goes straight. And Chamari Adapatu underneath it takes the catch. So the Melbourne Stars, they lose their 5th wicket. Not too much of a celebration from the Sydney Thunder. But they know that this is critical to stem the flow of runs.
Yeah, good safe catch we've seen right throughout so far. Chamari Adapatu has a nice pair of hands. Took that well. Again, beautifully bowled, Amy Jo Johnson. Just took a little bit of pace off it.
It doesn't matter how you get them, whether it's an edge or a full-blooded shot, it's still 4 in the books to deal the final blow. This is a slower ball, another bottom edge. Sam Bates is on the chase. Who's going to race it to the boundary? It's going to be 4. So a boundary to finish the innings. The Melbourne Stars, they finish 5 for 123, so 124 for victory for the Sydney Thunder.
We talk about momentum. They've hit 2 boundaries off the last 2 balls of the game. They've put themselves in a position where they've got some runs on the board, 6 and over. Can they build that pressure with the bowling attack? Put it back on the Sydney Thunder.
We'll need 124 to win. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with you for the second innings. Adapatu guiding that one, and it gets through the field. So the Sydney Thunder, they open their account with a boundary. We keep things nice and simple, but Chamari Adapadu, bottom edge for 4. So just as McKenna did at the back end of the innings just gone, she has 1 against her name now. Fuller and Chamari Adapadu goes up-ish and goes through cover. It's an area that she plays so well.
Excitement, a shout, that one.
Bit more flight from Sophie Day, but that is hit very nicely from Talia Wilson and Sophie Day. Adapadu, big swing. And it's going to be another boundary. Chamari Adapadu does not even look to run. We saw that happen in the previous innings. Wide ball from Maloney. The chase is going to be on to the boundary. And Reid unable to chase that one down. So the Sydney Thunder keep going with the boundaries.
Slower ball again. Wilson got a good piece of it over the rope on the first bounce. Adapadu goes long this time. Her headwind in the air suggests might have got a lot of height on the shot. And it carries, the wind carried it over the fielder's head and landed just inside the rope. It was Reese McKenna down there for a boundary.
Yep, I'd assume so.
Garth round the wicket. It's driven on the up. Oh, it goes over the head of cover. It was a dive. I think it was Lanning in there. Gee, it was hit with some power.
She swings through across the leg side.
Well, that one has found the gap over wide mid-on, down to the boundary rope for 4 more. Wilson likes that shot. Swings it, beats mid-on, and hammers it down to the boundary for 4. Charges up now, and it's hammered away, a full toss down to the boundary. So Thunder will pick up a boundary with the last ball before drinks. They're no wicket for 82. They're chasing 124 for victory.
In the surge, attacks the stumps, but Adapadu gives herself some room. Finds a boundary on the offside. Maloney flights it, but it's to the same outcome in the end. So Adapadu starts this power surge with 2 boundaries. How does she respond? Round the wicket shorter, Adapadu pulls that one into the deep. It's going to be a 6, goes all the way. And Adapadu, she gets her half century, and there's a celebration. Gee, she loves the WBBL. Goes big again. And there is nowhere that you can put these fielders in this power surge. It's another maximum to Chamari Adapadu. She's going to chase this down just herself.
Well, it's 21 off this over, and there's 2 balls to come. This is sensational batting. The 100's up. They need 22 for victory.
We've got an extra contract for you on the side. Cuts that one hard, and again, another boundary. So this over is blowing out the WBBL. Down leg side, and Wilson sweeps that one away. Gets another boundary. How can she respond? Adapadu gives herself some width, and it's another boundary.
It's next level stuff.
Oh, gives herself some width, but caught in the deep. So she tries to go to the leg side, and it's Annabelle Sutherland with the safe hands. Shorter from Garth, and Litchfield whips that one away for a maximum. And the Sydney Thunder, they chase down the total set for them from the Melbourne Stars in 12.5 overs. So an absolute thrashing of the Stars, the star-studded Stars. So it was well and truly a thrashing. The Sydney Thunder, 1 for 128, chasing down the total with 43 balls remaining.